The most important thing in competitive Smash Brothers, or indeed any fighting game, is picking your main character. There are many factors that go into choosing your main, whether it's a character's visual design, their personality, or their moveset, among many others. But compared to traditional fighters, Smash Brothers has unique factors of its own that influence a player's character selection. Here are some of the most important factors in choosing a main in Smash Brothers. If you want to win at tournaments, it's imperative that you pick one character that you want to get good with. All the top-level players that you hear so much about, like the Four Horsemen of Ultimate, are known for having one character that they excel with in tournaments. Sometimes you'll see a player use more than one character to cover their main's bad matchups. But in general, you will think of one primary fighter that player uses when they compete in tournaments. Generally, it's recommended that you play a high-tier or top-tier character to have the best chance of winning a tournament. But in a game as well-balanced as Ultimate is, you probably won't have too bad of a time even if you pick a low-tier character over a high-tier. You might even be able to cause upsets against someone playing a higher-tier fighter than you if you can outplay them well enough. And if you play your cards right, you could become the next Horseman of Ultimate, or an underdog hero using a character that no one expected to do well. On the other hand, if you're not playing to win, but just playing to enjoy the game at parties or other kinds of group gatherings, then you can pick whatever character you want. Play as many different characters as you wish if that's what you find fulfilling. Smash Bros. Was made to cater to all kinds of gamers, both competitive and casual. If you're one of those people who likes spamming Kirby down B, or just wants to fool around in free-for-alls and wreak havoc with items, more power to you. It is a game after all, and what's the value in a game if you're not having any fun with it? That being said, can there be any overlap between characters you play to win and ones you play for fun? Yes, there certainly can be. Maybe you started out as a casual free-for-all player who loves items but came across a video of a tournament match one day and decided you wanted in on the action. You might already be a high-level competitive player who wants to take a break from competing for a bit and just wants to turn their brain off with some casual matches. Or you could be a troll on Elite Smash who just stays in the corner and camps all day. Everyone plays the game the way they want to, and Smash can be enjoyed in all sorts of ways. If you're still unsure about who you want to play, you can watch VODs of players in tournament matches and see which character appeals to you the most. Smash Ultimate has been out for over 5 years. You're sure to find at least a few videos of every character in a competitive setting. Smash has a unique circumstance of being one of the biggest gaming crossovers ever. Every fighter comes from a different game and franchise, and Smash fans all have their own lists of who they want to see join the battle the most. I've also got my own list of most wanted fighters right here, if you're interested. So when a character that you've wanted for a long time finally does get into Smash, you may want to main them based on that alone. And if they do click with you and you really love playing them, then you're golden. However, sometimes that doesn't work out. The character you wanted may have a playstyle that you don't like, you might find their animations or voice clips to be annoying,
Take this! Take this! Take this! Take this!
or you just don't like their fashion sense.
What are
Whatever the reason, you might end up not liking a character that makes it into Smash, even if you really wanted them for a long time. And that's okay. Smash Ultimate has plenty of characters to choose from. It's not the end of the world. Just try out other characters until you find one that really clicks with you. If you're committed to playing the game long term, you will find one eventually. Smash is a platform fighter, meaning that running and jumping around the stage are the most important parts of the gameplay. Its basic mechanics are very different from traditional fighters where both characters always face each other in a small enclosed arena. In a platform fighter, movement is king. On that note, characters that can run and jump around the stage faster generally perform better than slower ones. It could be their natural parameters like their running speed, jump height, and airspeed, or they could have good burst movement options that can catch the opponent off guard. For example, Mario is considered much better than Dr. Mario because regular Mario has actually good mobility, and a subsequently better combo game and recovery. No, seriously, Dr. Mario's recovery is one of the worst in the game. Just look at this shit right here. On the other hand, characters that don't really have good mobility can make up for it in other ways. They might have good disjointed moves by using melee weapons. They could have a bunch of projectiles that you can charge up and or spam to keep the opponent out. Or they could have an insane combo game that takes an entire stock in just one interaction. Do you like up-close bare-knuckle brawls, mid-range sword fights, or long-range gunfights? Do you like grabbing the opponent and slamming them on the floor, or throwing them around? Or do you like insane comeback mechanics or crazy gimmicks that totally break the rules of the game? There are many attributes to consider when picking a character, so think about what kind of playstyle or attack patterns you enjoy most. With so many characters to choose from, you might think that playing just one character is a waste. And that sentiment does have value. In a game with 89 fighters, you could be tempted to try out multiple characters to maximize your enjoyment. But when it comes to competitive play, I strongly advise picking just one character to be your one true main. Maybe have a co-main or secondary to cover your bad matchups. If you start playing too many characters at once, you might spread yourself too thin between them all and not actually learn how to optimize any of them. Spending a lot of time with just one or two characters will let you really dig deep into the nuances of their movesets. You'll come to learn their best combo routes, the best uses of each normal and special move, and what options you have at any given moment. It's the old breadth versus depth argument. I would rather perform well with one character I've sunk 100 hours into than 10 characters that I've only put 10 hours each into. If you're somehow able to play a majority of the roster at a really high level and can just go random and still win 90% of the time, then congratulations, you are a f***ing freak. But even if you're not a freak and you just play a small handful of characters, nothing's stopping you from switching mains if you ever feel the need to. Many top-level players have gone through multiple characters over the course of their careers. Look at Tweak, for example. He used to be a Bowser Jr. main back in Smash 4 before switching to Cloud and Bayonetta. Then he played a bunch of characters in Ultimate's early life, like Pokemon Trainer at EVO 2019's Grand Finals. Today, he mains Diddy Kong, and he's doing pretty well with him. Speaking of top players, you might want to play a certain character just because they do. But if you ask me, it's better to find a character that clicks with you specifically. No two players of a character are exactly the same. Find your own groove and stick with it. Hey there, thanks for watching this video. If you made it this far, I just want to say I really appreciate you watching until the end. This video took a lot of time to make, so if you could spread it around to people you know, that would help a lot. Also, I'd really appreciate a follow on Twitch, where I'm streaming at least once a week. I'll always leave updates on my YouTube community tab about when and what I'm streaming. Thanks again for watching, I really appreciate your viewership. See you next time.